If you have events and are using the Events Calendar or Events Calendar Pro plugin on your WordPress site, it is extremely helpful and easy to use. In this video, I'll just show you a couple different techniques and some of the things to look for. In this video, we will be using the Events Pro Calendar, which you'll need if you do a recurring events or want to sell tickets. So go ahead and click onto the events on the WordPress dashboard. You'll come up here and we're going to add a new one. And start with the title. So you want it to be catchy. You want it to be short enough that when it appears on your calendar, that it'll be seen. So we're going to say new goat yoga classes. And we're going to make this a recurring class so we can see how to do that. So in here, you'll want to go ahead and put in a nice title. And be sure to use your header blocks and all the formatting. Goat yoga comes to town. Description. All right. Also, you want to make sure you're on the visual editor tab, just like in WordPress. It's a lot easier to edit from. And you can highlight the title. You want to make the header 1. Again, for SEO, make sure you have some of the keywords in the title of the class and your first header. But when you come down here, the first thing you'll want to do is set the date. So let's make it a Sunday, and we're going to make it evening class from 5 to 6 p.m. Now, if you want to do multiple or recurring events, this is where you'll need the Pro Calendar plugin, and you'll have this button enabled. You may see it disabled or grayed out on the free version, but the Pro version does bring some great things with it, so definitely check it out. It's a reasonable investment. So schedule multiple events. You can do it weekly, daily, monthly, or you can add them custom. But if this is going to be a weekly class, for example, go in and click weekly every week on the first Sunday at the same time, and you can do ends on, which is a specific date, after, which is a number of occurrences. So we're going to say this is after 4 classes, this will end. And there you go. So that is how you add multiple occurrences. Now, this is a nice function here. The event will not occur. So if you have, say, an 8-week class, but there is the 5th week that you can't hold it, you can specifically go in and add that as a non-occurrence, and it'll keep the event series in series. If you create it in a series and there's 8 events, when you go in and delete one, it'll break the series and just makes updating a little bit easier. Go ahead and pick whichever venue that you want it to be. Show map or show link. Typically, I just do show link. If they want that, they'll click to the map. Otherwise, the map just takes a little bit longer to load because it's calling a Google API. Make sure you select your organizer. If you don't have one, you can add one. If you're doing ticketing with Eventbrite, you can put the ticket link here. And for Google's needs, if you want to put in the price, you can put it in there. It is defaulted to dollars. Last thing to do is go here, make sure, just as you do in your pages and posts, that you put in tags. So we'll just say yoga, sportive, separate with commas, and goat yoga. Add that. Make sure you choose your event categories. If you don't have them set up, go ahead and select that. So typically you pick one category, and then feature image here. You can either upload media or you can take one from your media library, whichever is easier. So we're just going to pick this and make sure it's an image. Yes. All right. And move me out of the way, and we'll set as feature image. You'll see that come up here, and you're pretty much ready to go. So we're going to publish that. You'll get the link up here to view the now, since you're doing a recurring event, they'll show up a little differently. So you don't want to use this, the view here. You're going to actually want to go to your calendar and check it out. So let's go to the calendar and see how it looks, because I want to show you why the feature image is important. All right, now we're on the calendar, and this is why I wanted you to look at the feature image, because it will come up in the preview. So that is, one, it's a little more visually appealing, and it also does show up at the top of the screen when you go to look at the event itself. And finally, if you don't have your tags, your categories, your venues, or your organizers set up, you can go and do that here on the menu. You can also do it straight from the event, but the advantage of doing it from the menu is that you get just easier screen to edit in, and you want to make sure that you have all of the information that you can, especially if you have multiple locations or multiple rooms within your facility. It's good to go in there and have them all listed out with their address, description, and featured image. So that is Events Calendar Pro and Events Calendar plugin on how to add events.
Thank you for watching. If you liked what you saw, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button right now. Stay tuned and check out the channel for other interesting and informative videos.